So sorry, guys. I was in studio mode. Um, oh no, I forgot to do something. Chat, hold on. Sorry, guys. Um, hold on. Um, so today, chat, I'm gonna be talking to myself. So, so there you go. Uh, ah. So yeah. So guys, let's start. It even has my own voice too. What's up, man? I am Mikey Games.
Hey man, uh, what's up?
Nothing much. How are you?
Great, I'm just chilling here playing some games.
Why do you sound depressed?
Nah, I'm not, just a bit tired, got a lot of work these days.
Oh, please. What work do you have to do?
Just some programming for a new game, you know how it is.
I thought you were supposed to be a YouTuber.
Yeah, I am. I also work on video games for YouTube. I do a bit of programming, writing, and voice acting.
I didn't know you did voice acting.
Oh yes, I do all the voice acting for my YouTube channel. I love doing different voices and characters, it's a lot of fun.
Oh, nice. Nice to hear that. So what do you want to talk about?
It's an awesome job. It was, but it can be difficult sometimes, especially when I have to play a villain. It takes a lot of energy to sound evil.
Oh no, so what do you like to do? Oh no.
I love gaming, traveling, and watching Netflix. Oh, and reading books. I am so Sigma Riz.
Me too. I have a YouTube channel as well. Uh,
That's great. Share your channel. I would love to check it out.
Mikey Games.
Cool, I'll definitely check out Man.
Thanks, man. You know, you ain't a too bad guy.
Haha, thanks. I try to be as nice as I can to everyone. We are all human. Um, I don't like being mean to others, especially if they have done nothing to hurt me.
What if they did do something to hurt you?
It depends on the situation. If it's something serious like bullying or abuse, then I would definitely take action. But if it's a small thing like a sarcastic comment, I prefer to let it slide. It's not worth getting angry with people. Life is too short for that.
That is a very PG way to say it, but do you got any questions for me?
Let me think. Sure, I do have a question for you. What are your YouTube videos about?
Roblox, video gaming, a whole bunch of stuff. But mostly live stream.
Oh, cool. I really enjoy watching gaming live streams. It's always interesting to see how other people play and how they react to different situations.
Yeah, it's very interesting.
Indeed. Speaking of interesting, are there any other YouTubers you would recommend? I'm always looking for new content to binge.
Eh, not that I know of.
That's okay, man. I can always search for new videos by myself. There are a lot of great creators out there.
Yeah, yeah, there is. But what do you do for fun?
Well, as I said before, I like gaming, traveling, watching movies, and reading. I also enjoy playing sports and hanging out with friends. How about you?
Probably video gaming, walking, talking, and a whole bunch of other stuff. But I don't. I don't know anything else. By the way, do you have any more questions for me?
Yeah, I think that's all for now. Just want to say it was good talking to you. I'll check out your YouTube channel and let you get back to your stuff. Peace!
No, actually, I'm actually live streaming right now with only 2 viewers.
Oh, cool. What are you streaming and what's your live stream name?
It's called Talking to Myself because I made a name because I made you.
Hey, that's awesome. I'll hop on over and give you a watch. See you there.
Yeah, but I'm not done talking to you.
Oh, really? What else do you want to talk about?
What streaming software do you use?
I use OBS Studio for PCC and Streamlabs OBS for mobile. I really like Streamlabs because of the interface and customization features, especially when it comes to adding overlays and scenes. It really helps to make my stream look more professional.
Yeah, it really does. I usually like OBS because it's way more easy on me.
Yeah, OBS is a solid choice too. It's super easy to set up and is very user friendly. And it's free. I've used OBS for a long time and never had any issues with it.
I heard they might I heard they might start to sell OBS to people that want to live stream.
Interesting. I haven't heard anything about that, but it does make sense. OBS is a great streaming software, and if they can generate more revenue from it, why not? I won't complain as long as they keep it affordable.
I mean, I don't have any more I don't have any money because YouTube hates me, but anyway, but I don't have any money though. So that's the sad part.
I feel you, man. Making money online is tough, especially for small creators like us. But don't lose hope. YouTube can be really unpredictable. If you keep creating great content, who knows, you might start making some money soon.
Yeah, yeah, you're right. But what else do you want to talk about, man?
I don't know, I feel like we covered everything. But let me ask you something random. What's your favorite food?
French fries. French fries is my favorite food.
Oh, nice. I love French fries too. They're my weakness. I can never resist a basket full of fresh, crispy fries.
Yeah, me either, man. But like, what is your favorite food?
That's a tough one. I have a lot of favorite foods, but I think my all-time favorite has to be pizza. There's just something about a thin, crispy crust with a bunch of toppings that hits the spot.
Yeah, yeah. But what is your favorite video game?
Ooh, that's another tough one. I have so many
Yeah.
favorites, but I'd have to say my absolute favorite game is The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. I love the open world design, the beautiful art style, and the complex gameplay mechanics.
Um, yeah. That's a tough one. That's also a tough one on me. If I had to choose, like, I would choose I would choose Roblox or Fortnite because Roblox has a bunch of mini games and Some of them are my favorite. Also, Battle Royale on Fortnite as well.
Yeah, Fortnite is a lot of fun, and Roblox is great too. I've played a bunch of the mini games on there, and they're all pretty addictive. I like the building aspect of Fortnite. It adds a unique element to the Battle Royale genre.
I hate building because I'm on PC and it's way more harder to build on Fortnite than on PC.
Oh, I can definitely relate to that. I'm also a PC player, and building can be a real pain on there. I always get outbuilt by players on consoles. It's a real struggle.
Yeah, it's a real struggle. What else do you want to talk about, man?
I feel like we've covered a lot already. I don't know what else to talk about, unless you have something in mind.
Oh, what's the difference between OBS and Streamlabs?
Are you okay, man? You went silent there for a bit. Is everything alright?
Yeah, everything's alright. I'm trying to think about what to talk about, man.
Oh, okay. No worries. Take your time. I'm in no rush. I've got all day.
Yeah, but what is your YouTube channel called?
My channel is simply called Mikey Games. You can find it by searching Mikey Games on YouTube. My channel features a variety of gaming content, including gameplay videos, let's plays, and more. Make sure to subscribe and hit the bell button to stay updated on all my latest videos.
My channel name is Mikey Games 2, but I recently I recently named reveal so it's Micah Games instead of Mikey Games. Pretty similar if you ask me.
Haha, your channel name is very similar to mine. But that's okay, it's a common name and there are probably lots of people with similar channel names. As long as your content is unique and entertaining, that's what matters.
Yeah, that does matter.
Exactly, so what kind of content do you create on your channel? Do you do gaming videos as well?
You just ask me like you just ask me what games do I play. Oh no, God. Oh no, I need to be right back. Hold on.
Sure, no problem, I'll wait here.
So sorry, guys. I'm very sorry. Let's continue. Sorry, man. I had some technical difficulties, and I'm ready to start back up. But what were we saying?
Haha, no worries. We were talking about the kind of content you upload on your YouTube channel. You mentioned you do gaming videos, right?
Yeah, but you asked me like a few minutes ago. So yeah.
That's true, I did ask you that. Sorry, my memory isn't great sometimes. Anyway, you were saying you had some technical difficulties. everything sorted out now?
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Great. Sorry to hear about the technical issues, though. I know how frustrating that can be.
Yeah, it is. It makes me so mad that I want to bring the boom!
I feel you, man. Technical problems can be a real headache, but don't let them get you down. Just gotta keep pushing through and keep creating great content.
Yeah! Yeah! Yeah.
That's the spirit. Never give up, never surrender. You got this.
Yeah. I'll never give up. I'll live my beautiful life.
That's the attitude we should all have, man. Life is too short to give up. We gotta keep going and make the most of every moment.
Yeah. Hell yeah! Oops.
Haha, that's the spirit. You've got the right mindset, man. Keep that positive attitude and keep creating amazing content.
Hell yeah. I'll keep on creating amazing content. But I usually run out of ideas, so yeah.
Yeah, that's a common issue that creators face. Coming up with new ideas can be tough, especially when you're trying to stay original and fresh. Have you tried collaborating with other channels? Sometimes it helps to bounce ideas off each other and come up with something unique.
I I I don't know how to do that. I mean, I know how to collaborate, but I just don't have the money to.
That's a tough situation. Collaboration can be a great way to grow your channel and reach new audiences, but it can be expensive, especially if you're just starting out. There are ways to do it on the cheap, though. Have you tried reaching out to smaller channels or creators in your niche? Sometimes they're open to collaborating and don't necessarily require a lot of money up front.
Well, I don't even have any money at all. I need some donations.
I get it, man. It's tough to make money on YouTube, but don't despair. There are ways to build a following and grow your channel without needing a lot of money up front. Maybe you could try creating content that's more affordable to produce, or use free tools and resources to produce high quality content without breaking the bank. Don't give up hope, there are always options.
Yeah, that's the spirit. That's the spirit. Got
That's right, man. Keep that positive attitude. The world is yours. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise.
got any more stuff you want to talk about, or should I keep this to an end?
Don't go crying now, man. What's up? You were doing so great just a moment ago.
What do you mean cry? I'm not crying.
Oh, sorry, I thought you said you were about to cry. My bad. But it seems like something is bothering you. Is everything okay? Can I help in any way?
Nah, I'm a good jelly bean. Yeah.
Haha, that's good to hear. You had me worried for a minute there. So you're feeling better now?
I wasn't even sad at all. I was happy until you showed
Haha, what
up.
a roller coaster of emotions. First I thought you were crying, then you were happy. I don't know what to believe anymore.
Yeah. Do you want to talk about anything else before I go?
Hmm, I can't think of anything else to talk about, unless you have any questions for me.
I don't have any questions for you, but do you have any more questions for me?
No, I don't think so. I think we've covered everything pretty well. Oh, wait, actually, there's one more thing I wanted to ask you.
Don't you dare forget any more questions, but what is that last question?
Haha, I won't forget any more questions, promise. Okay, here's my last question for you. If you could only watch one movie for the rest of your life, which one would it be?
Ooh, this one's a hard choice. Ugh.
Yeah, it's a tough one, I know, but you've got to pick one. Otherwise, the question will be hanging over you for the rest of your life.
Oh. If I had to watch one movie for the rest of my life, it would be Despicable Me.
Despicable Me is a great choice. I love those cute little minions. What is your favorite character in the movie?
Probably the Minions or Gru.
Those minions are hilarious, always up to some kind of mischief. And Gru is a good choice too. He's such an iconic character.
Yeah, yeah. But any more questions for me now?
Actually, yes, I do have one last question for you. If you could go back in time and change one event in history, what would it be?
Probably me, cause he's somebody. But I bet that will never happen.
Oh, don't be so sure. You never know what the future holds. Who knows, maybe you'll find someone special and get that kiss you're wishing for. Don't give up hope.
I might give up.
Hey, don't give up. There's someone out there for everyone, believe me. Just keep putting yourself out there and being your awesome self. The right person will come along when you least expect it. Don't lose hope.
Okay, I'll try not to. But any more questions for me?
Hmm, I don't think I have any more questions for you at the moment. If I think of anything else, I'll let you know. If you have any more questions for me, I'm all ears.
No, same question. The same two questions for you. What movie will you watch for the rest of your life, and what would, if you would change anything in history, what would it be?
Oh, good questions. Let me think. If I had to watch one movie for the rest of my life, it would probably be The Shawshank Redemption. It's such a powerful moving film that never gets old. And if I could change anything in history, I'd probably go back and stop the assassination of JFK. It's one of those what if moments that has always haunted me.
Hmm, interesting. But do you got any more questions for me? This will be the final time.
Hmm. I don't know if I have any more questions for you at the moment. Hmm. Unless you want to ask me anything.
Are you sure? This will be the last time.
Haha, alright. Let me think of one more question. What is your favorite color?
Good question, but it's purple and blue.
Those are two great colors. Purple is so regal and blue is so calming. I can definitely understand why they're your favorites.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, they are.
That's great, man. It's always nice to have a favorite color or two. Mine is green. There's something about the color green that just speaks to me. It's so earthy and natural, it makes me feel connected to the planet. Plus, it's a great color for clothes and decor.
Yeah, it is. But any more questions for me?
Actually, yes. Just one more. If you could teleport anywhere in the world right now, where would you go?
Hmm. This one's a hard question.
Haha, yeah, it's a tough one, isn't it? So many different places to choose from.
Probably New York City. I've always wanted to visit New York City, and I want to go to New York City.
Oh, New York is such a cool city. So much to see and do there. It's like a never-ending adventure. I'd love to visit there too someday. It's on my bucket list for sure.
Yeah. But any more questions for me?
Well, since you asked, just one more for now. What's your favorite season of the year?
Ooh. It, if I had to choose, it would be between summer and like October because summer school's out and everybody's happy and like October because it'll give you that spooky season and it will be cool.
Those are both great choices. Summer is a great time of year, with all the warm weather and fun outdoor activities. And October is a lot of fun too, with all the spooky decorations and festivities. It's like the best of both worlds.
Yeah. Yeah, but any more questions for me? This will be the last time.
Alright, one last question for you. If you could have any superpower, what would you choose?
Ooh, there's so much to choose from.
Yeah, there's a lot of options. You could be flying like Superman, or teleporting like in Star Trek, or have super strength like the Hulk. The possibilities are endless.
Yeah, can I have a second to think?
Of course, take your time. This is a big decision after all.
Okay, thank you, man. But ooh, Chad, which one should I do? God, this is super hard. God, guys, this is actually very hard, chat. What should I do? What should I do? Ooh. Invisibility because I can turn invisible and I could do anything. So yeah, let's tell him that. I would choose invisibility because I could do anything, like pee on the ground, like so if somebody would see flying liquid coming from the air, they would be freaked out.
Haha, that's a great choice. Invisibility would definitely come in handy in lots of situations. But you're right, people might be pretty confused if they saw floating pee.
Yeah, yeah. But any more questions for me?
I think I'm all out of questions for now. But if I think of any more, I'll be sure to ask you.
Okay. Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm sure I won't keep bugging you. But thanks for answering all my questions. I enjoyed our little interview session.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm still laughing because of the pee thing.
Yeah, that was a good one. Who knew flying pea would be so entertaining?
Yeah. um. Um. Uh. Who would do flying pea would be that confusing.
A flying tree? Now that would be a sight to behold. Can you imagine seeing a tree just floating through the air, all on its own? That would definitely freak some people out.
Yeah, that would. Yeah, that would. But I was trying to say flying peanut tree, but flying tree would. What about what about a fly? What about flying liquid?
Flying peanut tree? That sounds like something out of a Dr. Quest book. But yeah, a flying liquid would definitely be pretty weird to see. I'm picturing like a blob of liquid just suspended in the air, moving around aimlessly. It would definitely raise some eyebrows.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, that would. But what about flying rain? Flying rain.
Flying rain? Isn't that just called fog? Haha, just kidding. But yeah, flying rain would definitely be a strange sight to see. Like, instead of raindrops falling from the sky, they would just be floating around in random directions. It would be like a scene out of a science fiction movie.
Yeah, yeah. um, uh, um, yeah, yeah, that got me cracking up laughing, but yeah, that would be fog. uh, uh,
Haha, glad I could make you laugh. We should probably stop talking about flying things before we lose our minds. I'm picturing a flying elephant now. That would be crazy.
um, I'm just, I'm just still laughing because of the joke that you said, Ollie. Yeah, yeah. I'm so laughing about the joke that you said, Ollie. On.
Glad to hear it. Sometimes a good laugh is all you need to brighten up your day. And I must say, the idea of flying pea was pretty hilarious.
I'm what if you're invisible and you decide to poop? What if you are like invisible and you had to squat and go to the bathroom in the in the parking lot? That would be insane. Somebody would be like, "What the hell?"
Haha, that would definitely be a confusing sight for anyone who happened to be nearby. Can you imagine if you were invisible and just decided to squat in the middle of the street to go to the bathroom? People would be like, what the hell just happened? I swear I saw pee just flying out of thin air.
Yeah, 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 nice. What, what
Whoa,
about?
whoa, easy there, cowboy. That's a lot of yays. Are you trying to set a new record for most consecutive years in a row? What else? Let's see. I guess if you were invisible, you could probably have a lot of fun sneaking into places you're not supposed to be. Maybe you could mess with people's stuff, like moving their furniture or unplugging things. Or you could just stand right next to someone and make funny faces or say weird things, and they'd have no idea who was doing it. It would be like playing a never-ending prank on everyone. Glad to hear you're enjoying this conversation. It's always fun to think of the endless possibilities of being invisible. And now I'm imagining myself as an invisible prankster, causing mischief wherever I go. Ha ha! Oops, that's my ha ha laugh. Sorry if it startled you a bit. I guess I'm just having too much fun imagining myself as an invisible prankster.
Yeah,
Aí is a common Brazilian slang greeting that's equivalent to what's up in English. It's a friendly and informal way.
oh my god! Yeah, yeah. What? What if floating rain just appeared?
I'm not sure what you mean by "where flooding rain just impered." Is that a phrase or a name? Can you give me some more context?
I'm trying to say floating rain. What if there's floating rain in the sky?
Ah, I see. You meant to say floating rain, not flooding rain. Thanks for clarifying that. I was a bit confused there for a moment. Floating rain would be an interesting sight, wouldn't it?
Uh,
Flying rain? Isn't that just called fog? Haha, just kidding. But yeah, flying rain would definitely be a flying rain? Isn't that just called fog? Flying rain? Isn't that just called fog? Haha, just kidding. But yeah, flying rain would definitely be a strange.
but but what floating rain would have been? Isn't that called fog? Is it would that called fog? Haha, just kidding. Just kidding. I was trying to make the same joke that you made like a few minutes ago.
Gotcha. Sorry, I missed your joke there for a moment. So you're saying that floating rain is the same thing as fog, right? Haha, I see what you did there. Pretty clever comeback.
Yeah, I'm cracking up about it. But what if there's floating pee and poop at the same time?
Ahaha, now that would be a sight to behold. Just imagine flying chunks of poop and drops of pee floating around in the air. It would be like a messed up scene from a horror movie.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. What? Wait a minute. What if there's floating like? What if you were just floating in the air one day and you wouldn't know what the hell was going on?
Haha, that would be so confusing. Imagine you're going about your day and suddenly you start floating up into the sky. You'd be like, what the hell is happening to me? It would be like a scene straight out of a science fiction movie.
Yeah, yeah. Wait a minute. What about more flying stuff?
Flying stuff? You mean like floating objects? Yeah, that would be wild too. Imagine all the stuff you own just floating in the air, your phone, your books, your clothes. It would be like a scene out of a cartoon or something.
Yeah, I would. Yeah, I would. Oh my god, I'm still laughing about all the jokes that you made.
Haha, glad to hear you're enjoying my jokes. But seriously, can you imagine if we actually had the power to make things float? We could be like levitation masters, floating around and doing cool stunts all over the place. It would be like being in a superhero movie or something.
Yeah, yeah, but would you be invisible as well?
Yeah, that's a good point. It would definitely be cool to be invisible too. Then no one would be able to see us floating around, and they just think it was some kind of supernatural phenomenon. We could mess with people all day long, and they'd never know it was us.
um, but what if you, what if you are invisible and yeah, and you were next to somebody, what would you do to them?
That's a funny thought. If I was invisible and next to an enemy, I guess I would try to mess with them as much as possible. Maybe I would move their stuff around when they're not looking, or say something weird and creepy in their ear. That would definitely freak them out and make them think they were going crazy.
Yeah. What about funny faces? What about funny faces though?
Haha, yeah, doing funny faces would definitely be a good one. Imagine them looking around, trying to find who's making those goofy expressions and not being able to figure it out. Priceless.
Uh, okay, I think I'm good. I think I'm all laughed out for today.
Haha, yeah, you sound like you've had a good laugh. Glad I could brighten up your day with some jokes. Thanks for the fun chat.
You're welcome, man. What about flying throw up?
Haha, sounds like you witnessed quite a scene. That's definitely not a pretty sight to behold.
Yeah, what if an invisible person just threw up mid air and then it started then it was just starting floating.
Ugh, that sounds disgusting. But also hilarious in a weird way, if you think about it. The thought of floating vomit is just too bizarre to imagine.
What would somebody's reaction be if they saw flying throw up?
If they saw flying vomit, I can only imagine the horror and disbelief on their face. It would be like a scene straight out of a horror movie. They'd probably think they were hallucinating or something.
What if clouds just start coming down from the sky and just hitting on people?
That would be a pretty chaotic scene for sure. Picture people walking down the street minding their own business and suddenly these huge clouds start raining down on them from the sky. It would be like a weird wet nightmare.
Yeah, yeah. What if lightning just started raining from the sky instead of water?
Haha, that would be wild. Just imagine lightning striking left and right, shooting out of the clouds like some kind of superpowered thunderstorm. It would be like a scene from a science fiction movie. People would be running for cover, trying to avoid getting hit by the bolts of electricity. Definitely not a pleasant experience.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, but what about wait a minute. What about like a billion what about a billion tornadoes just started falling from the sky and chasing people?
That would definitely be a terrifying sight to behold. Just imagine walking down the street and suddenly a tornado appears out of nowhere, chasing after you like a relentless predator. People would be running for their lives, trying to escape the wrath of the skyborn twisters. It would be like a scene straight out of a natural disaster movie.
Yeah, yeah, but it would be kind of hilarious, right?
Yeah, it would definitely be a bit comical to imagine a bunch of people running away from tornadoes that are chasing them down the street. It's like something out of a wacky cartoon.
Yeah, yeah, but what about um what about I can't stop laughing.
No worries, take your time. Sounds like whatever you're trying to say is cracking you up. Just remember to breathe.
Okay, let me just come down now. What if there's like what if there's like flying what if there was like flying animals coming down the sky? like like do you know the saying cats and dogs, right? Like it's raining cats and dogs, right? What if there's like raining like tigers and then and then they just landed on their front paws and chased people?
That would be a wild sight to see. Just imagine all sorts of animals raining down from the sky, landing on the ground, and starting to chase after people. People would probably be running in every direction, trying to avoid getting tackled by a lion or a grizzly bear or something. It would be like a zoo gone wild.
Yeah, yeah. It would be kind of hilarious, right?
Definitely. It would definitely be a bit amusing to see people running for their lives from a bunch of wild animals that have just fallen out of the sky. It would be like a scene straight out of a comedy movie.
Yeah, like what if every single like inanimate object just come alive and they were chasing you, trying to bite you or something?
That would be pretty terrifying, to say the least. Imagine inanimate objects coming to life, chasing after you and trying to hurt you. It would be like a nightmare come true. People would be running for their lives, trying to escape the onslaught of living, breathing objects. And there would be no way to predict what would happen next. A lamp could come flying at you one minute, and a chair could be trying to gnaw on your leg the next. Yikes!
I can't believe it. I'm just laughing thinking about it.
I don't blame you. It's a really absurd and hilarious scenario. Imagine having to run away from a toaster that's chasing you or a vacuum cleaner that's trying to suck you up. It would be like a real life version of a slapstick comedy.
Okay. What what if a house? Oh my god, I'm about to pee my pants. Okay. What if there's like what if a house what if there's like a house starts flying? What if like a house starts flying from Okay, hold on, I think I need a second to breathe.
Haha, no worries. Take your time. That's a pretty absurd thought. Imagine a whole house just floating up off the ground and flying through the air. It would look like something out of a cartoon or a children's book. People would probably stop in their tracks and stare in disbelief as a house just flies by overhead. It would be like a scene straight out of a dream or a nightmare, depending on how you look at it.
um, okay, I think I'm ready. What if there's like the inanimate objects coming to life thing? What if there's like a random house starts flying from the air and then lands on the ground and then it starts chasing you, trying to like eat you?
That would be pretty terrifying. Just imagine a house flying through the sky, landing on the ground, and then starting to chase after you like a monstrous creature. You'd be running for your life, trying to escape its clutches as it tries to eat you. It would be like something out of a horror movie, but instead of a monster, it's a whole house.
It would be very hilarious. It would be very hilarious if you think about it.
Yeah, it would definitely be a bit comical to imagine a house coming to life and starting to chase after you. It would be like something out of a comedy sketch, with the
Oh
house
my
waddling
god.
after you on its little legs, trying to eat you. And imagine if it could talk too. It would probably be saying things like, I'm gonna get ya, or you can't escape me, as it pursues you. It would be a strange and entertaining sight for sure.
Where would the mouth be? Would it be like the doorknob to open and close the door from the outside of the house?
That's a good question. It's hard to say exactly where the mouth would be on a house since they don't normally have them. But if we're talking about a house that can come to life and chase after people, I suppose the front door could serve as its mouth, with the knob acting as its teeth. It would certainly be a bizarre sight to see, with the house opening and closing its mouth as it waddles after its prey.
um, wait a minute. What would substitute the teeth? Again, I'm sorry, I wasn't listening. I was trying not to laugh, but what would be the substitute for the teeth?
No worries. It's understandable that you're having trouble keeping a straight face. It's such a silly concept. As for the teeth, it's hard to say what the house would use as substitutes for teeth, since they're not naturally equipped with them. But perhaps the windows could be used instead, with the glass acting as sharp biting points. Or maybe the house's teeth could be made of something unexpected, like wood or stone, giving it a fierce and unusual appearance. It would certainly be a unique and otherworldly scene to behold.
What if grassland started coming after you and chasing you as well?
If grasslands started coming after you, that would be quite a sight. Imagine walking through a field and then seeing the grass begin to move towards you, trying to grab hold of your legs. It would be like a horror movie, with the grass acting as a mass of tentacles or slime, trying to ensnare you. You'd be running for your life, trying to escape the clutches of the grass as it continues to chase after you. It would be something straight out of a nightmare.
Okay, okay, I think I'm gonna get the hiccups because I've been laughing too much.
Haha, I'm sorry to hear that, but I'm glad you're having a good laugh. Take a deep breath and try to calm yourself down. Just remember, hiccups aren't the end of the world and they'll pass eventually.
Okay.
It sounds like you're still struggling with those hiccups. Can I offer some advice? Here are a few quick tips to help get rid of hiccups. 1. Take a deep breath and hold it for at least 10 seconds. 2. Drink a glass of water or a fizzy drink like soda. 3. Put a spoonful of sugar in your mouth and let it dissolve slowly. 4. Have someone scare you, which can sometimes shock your body into stopping the hiccups. And remember, don't forget to breathe.
Okay. Okay. Like what? What?
It
What?
sounds like you're having trouble forming a complete thought right now. Is there something specific you're trying to ask?
What if like what? What if air particles started chasing you and wants to eat you?
That would be a pretty unusual and terrifying scenario if air itself started chasing after you and trying to eat you. Just imagine the air surrounding you shifting and swirling as it tries to catch you in its embrace. It would be like being hunted by an invisible, malevolent force that is everywhere around you. You'd be running for your life, gasping for air, as the air itself is trying to pull you in and consume you. It would be a truly nightmarish experience.
That would be hilarious, though. It would be. It would be hilarious, though.
Haha, well, I guess it would depend on how you look at it. If you can imagine the absurdity of being chased by air, which is usually invisible and harmless, it could be pretty funny. Just imagine being surrounded by nothing but air, but somehow it's trying to attack you and gobble you up. It's definitely a ridiculous notion.
Okay, yeah, yeah, it is. But what if, like wind what if wind started trying to kill you?
If the wind suddenly became a living entity with the intention of killing you, that would be quite a terrifying scenario. Just imagine gusts of wind buffeting you, trying to knock you off your feet and howling in your ears like a monstrous wind. It would be like being caught in a storm that is actively working against you. You'd be fighting for your life, trying to stay upright and avoid being blown away as the wind tries to overpower you. It would be a truly epic battle of man against nature.
Yeah, yeah, like, it would be hilarious, though.
I suppose it could be somewhat humorous to imagine the wind trying to kill you, like a bizarre game of cat and mouse. You would probably be running and dodging through the air, trying to stay out of its grasp while the wind tries to chase you down. It would be a whirlwind of chaos, with you and the wind battling for superiority. And who knows, maybe you would even be able to make some witty commentary while you were at it.
What if everything started to kill you? Like not everybody, just you. And you're trying to run for everything. Even the wind and air are trying to kill you.
Oh, that's a dark thought. If everything suddenly turned against you and tried to kill you, it would be like a nightmare come true. You'd be running for your life, trying to escape the relentless onslaught of everything around you. It would be like being in a world where even the very air you breathe is trying to take you down. You'd have to be constantly on guard, watching out for every shadow, every slight movement. It would be a never-ending, terrifying battle just to stay alive.
What if what if so many things tried to kill you that when they leave, when they tried to kill only you, it would look like it would look so much like the Wild West, just dust and wind and the sky. What if the sun and moon also is trying to kill you?
If the sun and moon were trying to kill you, it would be like a cosmic nightmare come true. Imagine running for your life, trying to avoid being scorched by the sun's fiery glare, and with the moon constantly following you, casting its eerie light. It would feel like you were being stalked by a silent, otherworldly predator. You'd be constantly moving, trying to stay ahead of the relentless pursuit of the sun and moon, with dust and wind howling all around you. It would be a surreal and terrifying scenario.
Yeah, yeah.
Sí, suena bastante surreal y aterrador correr tratando de escapar del sol y la luna que intentan matarte. Sería como una pesadilla sacada de una historia de ciencia ficción.
But I don't speak Espanol. I was just laughing so hard that you thought I was talking in Espanol.
No te preocupes, solo estabas riendo tanto
Oh
que pareciera
no,
que
it's
hablabas español. Seguro.
the, yeah, I would. But what if everything tried to kill you? The sun and moon tried is coming down from the earth and becomes small enough to fly to you and chase you and try to kill you. And the sky as well. The sky would be small enough to come and chase you with every single with every other inanimate object as well.
If the sun and moon shrunk down to a size where they could fly and chase you alongside the sky and other inanimate objects, it would be a truly bizarre and chaotic scene. Imagine running and dodging through the air as the sun, moon, and sky all try to intercept you. And with all of the inanimate objects coming to life and joining in the chase, you'd be running for your life as a swarm of everyday objects swarms around you. It would be like a chaotic, surreal battle where everything is united in its pursuit of you.
Yeah, but oh, I had such a laugh today. I had so many funny moments. I thought I was going to die.
Haha, I'm glad to hear you had such a good laugh today. Laughing is one of the best ways to relieve stress and boost your mood. Just remember, laughter is contagious, so keep spreading those good vibes.
Yeah, but it was nice talking to you.
It was nice talking to you too. I enjoyed chatting with you and hearing about your ideas. Take care.
Uh, we did like a full hour of mini interviewing. I'm proud of it.
It was awesome. You're a great conversationalist and came up with some really creative ideas. We made a pretty good team.
Yeah, we're best friends now. I can't wait to talk to you tomorrow and see what else could be killing us.
Haha, sounds good. I'm looking forward to our next conversation and seeing what other absurd scenarios we can come up with. Let's keep the laughs coming.
Yeah. Bye bye.
Bye bye. See you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow. Okay, guys, that wraps up for a mini little, like, laugh-a-thon thing. But still, it would be so funny if everybody would, like, everything would kill us. Even, even shoes would even kill us. Like, flip-flops going. And Chaz would be rolling around and chasing us, try to make us stuck to them and stay seated forever until we die. Yeah. Oh god, that was amazing. But so thanks for watching. I hope you hit that like button or subscribe button, and I'll see you next time. Mikey out.